Are you tired of reviewing your English books every day? Don't you want to have fun? I am Bahar, and in this video I will talk about 6 games that can help you activate your vocabulary and practice your English lessons, especially when you're with your friends. Now, let's get into it. The first game is called 20 Questions. In this game, player A should think of an object, a place or a person, and the other players should ask yes/no questions until they guess what it is. The player A can only respond yes, no, or I don't know, and the goal is to guess the correct answer with only 20 questions. Now I want to play this game with Bella. Take a look at this example. I have chosen a word. You have to ask me 20 yes/no questions until you guess the correct answer. Let me think. Is it big? Yeah, it's big. Do we have it in our house? No. Can I find it outside of the house? Yes. Can we see it in shopping malls? No. Can we find it in parks? Yeah, you can find it in parks. Oh, I think it's swing. Yeah, swings. Perfect. I'm so good at this game. So, as you just saw, you have to ask 20 yes/no questions until you find the correct answer. And if you couldn't guess the correct answer after asking 20 questions, you will lose this game. This game can be so useful at English classes, especially when you have learned a new vocabulary lesson and after that you want to review all these words for yourself. Now you can play 20 questions with your friends and review and practice these words. The next game is my favorite one. It is called Pictionary. Well, in this game, one of the players should think of a word, a phrase, or an idiom, and they have to draw it on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. And the other players should look at the drawing and guess what it is. They have to guess the correct answer. The person who guesses the correct answer will be your next artist, and you guys can continue this game. So this game can help you to practice vocabulary and improve your creativity. Now, Bella and I want to play this game so you guys know how to play this game with your friends. So I have to draw an idiom or a word and you have to guess it? Yes, exactly. Go ahead. Okay, ready? This is the first one. Well, I guess it is raining cats and dogs, right? Yes, exactly. What about this? That's a piece of cake. It means that's very easy. That was so simple, right? Let me choose a hard one. So all you have to do is to draw a phrase or an idiom, and your friends or your classmates should guess what it is. And if you want to make this game extreme, you can tell them that they only have 2 minutes to guess the correct answer. So you can make this game more exciting and fun. The next game can be so exciting sometimes. It is word chain. In this game, players take turns saying a word that starts with the last letter of the previous word. If you want to make this game a little bit extreme, you can say that they only have 5 seconds to say the word. This game can continue until no player can come up with a new word. So if someone says a word that has already been said, that person will lose the game and they have to get out of the game. Now, let's take a look at an example with the game word chain. Let's go. Okay, Bahar, you start. Okay, I'll start with a word. Pizza. With A, astronaut. Astronaut. So I have to say a word that starts with T. Triangle. Let me think. Eggplant. Can I say triangle? You already said triangle, so you will lose. If you want to make the game more exciting, you can tell the players they only have 5 seconds to come up with a word. Otherwise, they should get out of the game. The next game is called Taboo. It's a word guessing game. It's a little bit similar to Pictionary, but instead of drawing a word or an idiom, you should describe it without using some related words. Like when I come up with the collocation brush my teeth, when I want to describe it, I shouldn't use some related words. I can say I do it before I go to bed every night, and that person can think and say, do you brush your teeth? And I would say that's the correct answer. Another one, when a player come up with a word like do homework, they can say, I do it when I get home after school. And they can say, do you do your homework? And they can come up with the correct answer. But if you want to make this game more exciting or interesting, you can choose a hard phrase or an idiom, so it would be more challenging for your friends to choose and come up with the correct answer. Now let's take a look at an example between me and Bella. It helps me to record my YouTube videos. I know your camera. No, it's not my camera. Without that, you can't hear me very well. Let me think. Your microphone. Yeah, exactly. Microphone. The game number 5 is charades. In this game, a player should act out a word without speaking or saying anything. They have to act out a word with their body language, their gesture, or maybe their facial expressions. And the other players should look at that player and think about the correct idiom or phrase. And they only have a limited time to think about the correct answer. If you have learned a list of idioms, now you want to review and practice it with your classmates or your friends. Now it's time to play this game and review all these idioms. It can be so funny to act out an idiom until your friends can understand the meaning. And the last game that I'm in love with is storytelling. In this game, you should be creative and use your imagination. We have some categories and each of the students or your friends should fill one of these categories. For an example, we can start with Sarah. You can say, what is she doing? Where is she? Who is she with? When is this happening? And how is she feeling? Each of you guys should choose one of these categories and make a sentence about Sarah. After you guys have done it, you should show your sentences and make a funny story. When you stick these sentences together, it can be a funny story, like Sarah is at a swimming pool. She is with Michael Jackson in 2020 and they are dancing together at the swimming pool. If you want to be more creative, you can use some imaginative words or verb, and at the end you guys can laugh a lot and have so much fun. It's all on you to create your own categories and make each of the sentences for yourself, and after you guys are done making sentences, you guys can show your sentences together and make a funny story. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. We just talked about 6 games that are so useful if you want to practice or review some English lessons. If you know some other games that are so fun, you can tell me in the comments. And if you have some other questions, you can ask me in the comments. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel right now and like this video to support me and to let the YouTube algorithm know that you have enjoyed this content. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Have a nice day.